too cold, I make it turn to fan. You snaking out your mans like you had this shit planned. What's going on, folks? Y'all know this place. I'm back at my daughter's house to talk to her about some topics again. I had to save these because these topics crazy. One, you know something about what I haven't shared with them. But the other one, I'm gonna start with the more serious one. So there was this video I was watching, and I know my socks don't match, mind your business. There was this video I was watching, and they were talking about how HIV is on the rise. They were like, with black people only. So now it's like 70-something% of black people with the cases or whatever. And they went on. That's not the most shocking thing because we know diseases are out there. Your hair is cute, by the way. I just noticed you. So I like the colors. So with that, they were like the doctor. It was a doctor up there, a black doctor. She was like, shame on the doctors for not informing people because they think that they'll judge people. Like if Shaquisha comes in there with the mini skirt or something, like they judge me. If I come in looking like my cute self, my single self, they quick to try to give me every test in the world. They don't hesitate. They assume that I'm out here having sex. I'm not even doing nothing, but they assume that I'm out here getting it in. I guess I just look like I'm having sex. I look like a sexer. So but then the married couple come in. They don't test them for nothing, and they said the rise is with married women. Because the men are bringing, the husbands are bringing stuff. And she was talking about how women are the only ones going, married women are the only ones going, well, I'm married. And she said, baby, she was like, you're married. You know how many married men try to talk to me on a daily basis?
Oh, yeah.
And you.
I was talking to somebody, I was talking to actually a guy who is with somebody long term and tried to hit on me about that recently. And he finally gave up, and I was like, yeah, the most single man is a married one. The most single man is a married one. You heard it from, you heard it from here. The most single man is married. That is crazy. And these women, do you know how many women I've known personally, right? Who, that's my socks off, sorry, this feels weird. So, how many women I've known personally who would be like, they'd be in a relationship or married, and they'd be like, my husband is my husband that, and their husband on the low trying to talk to me. And or the ones that you don't even speak to like that their husbands trying to talk to you and they're bragging about their husbands while their husband out in the streets embarrassing them. Like, I'm like, you will not be embarrassing me. Like, I'm not. This is why I don't even talk to them. I don't deal. Whatever. It's so embarrassing. There are people encouraging other people to get on PrEP.
Oh, that's what the doctor was saying.
I heard that PrEP
gives you
can have negative effects on women's bodies. Like in the future, like there aren't enough studies or something like that. So the better option, of course, would just be to not deal with anybody. But it's kind of crazy because I feel like it's crazy to feel like you have to be on PrEP though.
That is crazy. At that point, why are you having sex?
Yeah.
At that point, like, you got toxic penises running around and toxic vaginas.
Yeah, it's too scary.
It is too scary, and that's part of the reason why. That's not the main reason. I just got sick of people. People are annoying.
Yeah.
People are liars. They're annoying. They're cheaters. I don't want any infections, not just HIV. I don't want nothing.
And men don't get tested.
I don't want my pH balance off. I don't want none of that. I don't want bacterial vaginosis.
What is it? I think it was BV that's classified as a STI.
I did not know that. You know, I had BV. That's me being honest. I'm gonna be honest. I had bacterial vaginosis a few times. And that was while I was dealing with people. Well, with someone. I don't deal with multiple people at once. But the thing is though, and no shade to people who do. You do what you do. You're a grown person. But the thing that got me the most about this was the whole married women going, oh, do you even know your husband? They don't even know their husbands.
And that's actually scary.
That is.
And they could be together for a very long time and they don't know them at all.
Right. And I'm not saying all married men before men, because of course, you know, people always love to. But I'm not saying all. I'm just saying most of y'all.
It's most. It's most to the fact that you might as well say all. It's
and that's messed up for the people that don't. But it's like
and some of them deal with men.
Oh yeah, she was talking about that too.
There's a guy on TikTok that I follow that deals with DL men because he thinks it's funny that the women don't know. I think he gets a kick out of dealing with men who are presenting as straight and they're actually not. And I think he hates women, so it's like a kind of like a gotcha type thing. Oh. But he deals with DL men who don't even, because a lot of times they're not always like presenting like feminine.
Yeah.
So he deals with DL men who have wives and have girlfriends. and they don't use protection, and he tells his stories because he gets disrespected by them because the men are DL and they don't want to come out. But it's crazy because there's so many out there.
Yeah.
And I think people should be honest, because I feel like if you're DL, it's a form of consensual. I feel like the party that doesn't know that you're DL, you're taking away their consent.
Yeah.
So
Just like it's the same as if you give somebody, don't tell me you're married, or you have an STI or whatever.
So I feel like it's kind of a way of, you should be able to get in trouble for that, because one person doesn't know. Now, if they do know, you won't be DL then, but if they do know, then that's on them. But
yeah, because the thing is, why lie? I feel like why lie about anything? Because people are down for whatever.
Yeah,
most people are.
Yeah, at this like.
Oh, I gotta. Sorry. I said when you said PrEP, I said it gives you HIV. Let me explain what I said. Okay, so I'm ignorant about PrEP. I'm ignorant about lots of medication. I am not a doctor. However, like whenever they can combat something so serious, I wonder what's in that thing. You know what I mean? And are they giving you like a mild dose to keep it low, on the low? Like, I don't know. Call me ignorant, and I doubt that's the case. But I just think my mind goes everywhere when I think about stuff.
I haven't really researched it.
Yeah. So I just don't know. So it was an ignorant statement for me to make, but was it really? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm thinking something, I don't think anything is stupid to say if it was a thought that I don't know.
It sucks because women. Well,
I just don't know.
People should be able to.
Have
like
sex.
If they want to, because it's natural. Of course, if they're adults, it's natural. But they just can't. You really just can't.
And I gotta go back because this is so great. Like, you never really just could, to be honest, all the time. But I did come up at a time. I mean, I had fun. I was out in the streets. I ain't gonna front. I was a beautiful young girl who took advantage of it, and I had so many offers for so many things, got so many things, and I took advantage, and I don't regret that. Now, I'm just so glad that this stuff, like, it was still out there, but I'm just so glad that I didn't have the issues that I could have had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not to say I've never run into any issue at all. Again, I just was talking about BB, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But I am so glad I did not come off with something that I could not shake. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's natural, like you said, to have sex. People supposed to be. We're human. We're social beings. We're not supposed to be lying to each other. We're not supposed to be doing whatever. We're supposed to care about ourselves to where we're not sticking and putting our everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's the problem.
Also, I feel like the games and manipulation, a lot of it behind men even approach women in the first place that the women don't even know about. They don't even deserve for women to even be dealing with them. Like, a lot of them are like the red pill tactics. Like, a lot of men are learning ways to manipulate women and abuse them.
And they already had them. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Now they just share more toxic ones.
Yeah, because a lot of women are realizing the things that they do, and some of them are mild. Like, one of the milder ones was when you meet somebody for the first time online or in person, and they schedule a date or meet up at my place, whatever, and the man pushes the time back, and it's basically like a small way to test boundaries or see how.
Well, then you don't come see me. Like,
and then if the woman agrees to push the time back, they push it back again. And they just don't.
Just testing boundaries.
Yeah, and they don't show up.
Like a child.
A lot of times they just won't show up, and then they'll say, "Oh, I was stuck in traffic or whatever," and then
how goofy is that?
Yeah, and then they'll.
That is so goofy.
And then if the point is if the woman forgives it and tries to get with them again the next day or another day, then they push more because they feel like it's like a test to see how much they can get away with in a small way. And they have a lot, like they have whole forums like on Reddit and stuff where they share with other men. A lot of these are teenagers who are learning these things. And,
see, that pisses me off.
And they just spread it, and it's just terrible.
You gotta somewhat know what your kids are doing. I get it. I have kids that had electronics and everything and have electronics and stuff like that, but you gotta talk to them still.
Yeah.
You gotta like. You just gotta talk to them. Like you gotta know who they're socializing with. You gotta give them like stranger danger awareness because teenagers are not grown. A lot of people try to treat teenagers are not grown. They're still stupid kids. No offense, but they're gullible. They're not stupid. They're very smart, but they're gullible. And they're very, especially with an adult, you are a superior to them. You are an adult figure, so they're gonna take what you have to say with respect most times because they're kids, and you're misleading them. You're trash. And also, why would you do that? Like, why would you do? Why would you want to mislead an innocent, youthful person that has potential when you have none? Because apparently you lost, and now you want to bring everybody else down with you because you're losers. Stop doing that. Stop bringing these.
They're blaming.
Oh my gosh.
They blame women for all of their problems. They need somebody to control, and I feel like marriage gives the poorest man a slave, or can give the poorest man a slave. And somebody to like project on and dump all their issues on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another reason why I don't really believe in marriage. I don't think it really benefits women at all, really.
Yeah, it benefits men.
Because, and even when they try to say 50-50, the labor stuff is never 50-50 because even if the woman pays 50% of the bills, it's not ever 50-50 because she cooks, she cleans, she does most of the child care, and then she probably works. Because it's 50-50. That's not 50-50. That gives him more money in his pocket because he's paying 50% of the bills.
That goes back to the traditional thing. People want traditional, but they want their wives to work. That's not traditional. Traditional was not wives working.
And even still, stay-at-home mom is still doing more than 50%.
Yeah, it's doing way more
of the work.
It's doing way more.
If you just go to work, you come home and a meal is made for you, the house is clean, the kids are taken care of without you having to do anything, and you go to sleep and you wake up and do it all over. That's not 50%.
Right, you just giving some money. That's your maid. That should be a baby nanny.
It's a maid, a free sex worker, and they dump their emotional issues on them. It's a therapist. It's a mom because some of them want to be mom.
And wait, sorry, you're right, and we're right. At the same time, though, I'm not condemning people that want to do that. Some people are for that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with that. Like I'm not against marriage. For me, yeah. I'm against it for my girls, yeah. Like I wouldn't want them to. Would I tell them not to? No. So not to get into my own business. So would I tell them not to get married? No.
You just turned off. I heard a sound.
That was this.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna get into that. I have married relatives. I'll say that. I have married relatives. Not gonna get into that are women. So I would never tell my relative or my child not to get married. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie to them.
I would.
I'm not gonna lie to them.
I would. Now I can't force them, and they live their own lives. I'm not gonna like stop talking to them if they did, but I would say don't do it because there are too many women who are at a severe disadvantage because they got married. They're in a horrible place or they're stuck.
I think I just lied. I'm gonna cut this part out.
Yeah. No.
I think I lied a little bit when she said that, but not intentionally. I'm gonna say I won't force my opinion on my, because you know I raised my kids to be free now, but I am double standard. While if my girl says she wanted to get married, I might have some what's the word when you hesitate.
Yeah.
But if my boy said, I wouldn't have a problem with it, because they would benefit.
Yeah, they would.
They would benefit.
And yeah, they would.
Health wise.
Yeah.
Financially,
they end up
everything
living longer.
Yep.
Married men or men in long-term relationships with women end up living longer because everything's done for them.
That's double standard as a mother freaker. And people always call me double standard chauvinist. What is that? People always calls me sexist and all this stuff. Okay. Like I'm gonna sit with that. I'm gonna sit with that. I'm gonna sit with it. I don't think I'm sexist. I could be though. Okay, I guess whatever way she's looking at it, I accept it.
Yeah.
It's fine. You know, that's the difference between me. I'm accountable. Like if I'm, sometimes I contradict myself a little bit. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I catch it and whatever.
Does.
Yeah. I'm accountable. Like, yeah, I'm not the perfect person. I'm effed up. And life has effed me up. People have effed me up. Men have effed me up. Women have effed me up. Children have effed me up, not mine. I'm just saying, like, I am a whole individual with a whole life and whole experiences. I am not a solid mother freaker, but I am. I have a solid solid foundation with a whole bunch of cracked surfaces under.
Yeah, and that's basically everybody. Some people more than others, but
But a lot of people deny about it or whatever. This guy, I was talking to this guy yesterday. Then I'm going to the same topic. I was talking to this guy yesterday, and let me check, make sure it's still going. But I was talking to this guy yesterday, and he was like, he said something about himself, and he said that he ain't got all his screws too tight, his head ain't too tight, he's crazy, whatever. I said, I don't think that's crazy. What he was talking about, and then he was like, well, I know me, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, but he quit to call me crazy. I said, I don't think I'm crazy either. I think that I've just had experiences and the world has made me the way I am. I know I joke, I'd be like, I'm so crazy, but I'm not really actually crazy. We know what crazy is.
Yeah.
But I think that things are normal, that people are classifying as something. Everybody want to diagnose something and call it something. That's just, I think that a lot of things that we do are just normal things.
Yeah, and you can't, and I feel like the things that you can diagnose and the things that you can, there are really obvious.
That you can't control
if
for
they
real.
happen over and over in multiple people, then you could say, oh, this is called this.
Yeah.
But I think that's more just giving it a name, like, I don't know, like schizophrenia or something where it shows up as, I think, the pool area or something.
Okay, the window's closed though, right? Yeah, the window's closed because it feels good in here.
Yeah. Yeah, like schizophrenia where you can say these people act like this, so we call it this. But a lot of things, like for example, this is a small thing, but I tend to talk to myself. I realized it recently because people were looking at me because I do it in public. As I'm working through things, I tend to talk to myself as I work through it. And I guess I didn't know that I did it until I looked and I was like, why are they looking at me? And then I kept doing it. I was like, oh, but
it's like you crazy.
But it's
you crazy.
Yeah, it's the way that I'm working through it. I'm like, oh,
she in there like this.
No, I'm like, it won't be the entire time. It'll be like,
yes, it do.
No, it'll be like every. But I feel like something like that. I realize a lot of people do it. Not something when you do it. It's when it's crazy and it's not. I'm just like, all right, next is this, and then I move on. But
not the narration.
But I'm whispering to myself though. It's my way of working through it. But I'm not crazy. It's like I know other people do it because I know other people do it.
I do it, and the same dude I was talking about, always got jokes calling me crazy and stuff. He said, yeah, you be out over there talking to yourself and everything. I don't even see him around, but he always see me doing something, and I'm like, he said, what you about to do, go over there and talk to yourself? I'm like, you can shut the freak up, because he just one of those type. He funny, he real funny. But I'm like, I think
I don't even care.
See, why should you? It's who you are.
And it's how I'm working through it. And it's crazy because the people staring at me will literally be the people who don't know what they're doing too. And it's like, okay, I have a process, but it's your process.
Yeah, what's your process?
You don't even have one. So it's like at this point I don't care.
I feel like at least you talking to somebody worth talking to.
Yeah, which is myself.
Yeah, because I love myself.
There's nobody else around me worth talking to,
right.
Even for the smallest things. And also.
Hey, never looking at you.
F them, I don't.
That is crazy.
They're like the worst people ever, so I don't even care. I like to be judged by people who are worth something.
Right.
But but another really hard part about being a woman, but I feel like a necessary part is what they call ego death, where you realize that you're special to you.
I'm special to everybody.
No, wait. Let me explain. As in realizing that men don't see a difference in women generally. Nobody is above the program. Nobody's more special than the next person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of women, because they don't know that, they get stuck in justifying their bad behavior or saying this woman came on to him and he couldn't control it and all these but once you realize, and I realized it hit really hard recently, and I'm like, right, Now, I'm an individual. I'm unique because we're all unique in our own special way, and I'm special to me and to the people who love me. But I am not above anybody else. I'm not above the next woman. I'm not going to be treated and once
people should know that. Though.
Yeah, once that really, because I knew it before, but it actually really sunk in working with men and stuff. I'm like, all right, it's like a peaceful feeling. It sucks, but it's peaceful to like sit in that and be like, because once I sat in it, I'm like, all right, so I'm able to look at the women around me, and yeah, we're not the same, but when they treat us all the same, I know the reasoning behind that, because they really don't see us as individuals.
They don't even see us.
Yeah, they don't. And it really sucks. It really sucks.
They see your body walking around.
Yeah, it really sucks, because
empty shit.
I have the new girl I told you, she's been there for a little bit now, and everything that they expect of me, we're like the same person when we're working. Like, we're even always together. They're always, and I asked recently, I said,
being placed together.
I asked recently, I said, can I work with a veteran? Because I want to learn some more stuff, just like a couple days. And was basically told, you need to do what I say. It's not benefiting us to stay together. But it's just like, one reason could be they don't want us to be as good as the. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah, and then the second reason is that they just see us as both the same. So everything that one person does, the other person does. But we're not even compatible.
You have different strengths, different weaknesses. That is crazy.
We're not even compatible to work together.
Yeah.
But it's like they don't even see.
A good employer should know that. A good leader.
We don't even truly mesh when we work together. Like, we don't have good chemistry to get through it without stumbling. But
it would be different if it wasn't required. You need good chemistry for what you do. Like, you need to be able to work well together, and that's the problem.
They're not seeing past the surface level of like, oh, they're both two women, so they'll be all right. They got a lot in common. We don't have anything in common, actually, and
y'all both bleed. That's good enough for them.
And it's frustrating because I feel like. But then it goes back to, like, they don't see us as any different. They see us as the same. So it does. What I'm saying is one ear and out the other, because it's just like, oh, like when she did something disrespectful, he called us both broads behind her back, and I didn't even do anything. But we're lumped in together. The epic broad thing. I'm sorry. Why am I a broad? Everything she does now, I gotta be a broad. So now since I'm a broad, because she's a broad, I guess. So now it makes me feel like I'm gonna just do whatever, because I was given. At this point, you see, it says I'm a broad too. So
is that slander?
I might as well act like a broad. Like, I'm getting called broad. I didn't even do anything.
Yikes.
But it's like, and it's stressing me out because we just don't work well together. I don't understand what they don't understand, and
they don't care. It ain't that they don't care.
They don't care, and she's writing. She knows that she gets away with basically everything, because at this point, I'm doing everything, and they're not really seeing a difference in our performance. But there is a huge difference there where she likes to talk about everything. She's very talkative, and men come around, and she's gone. Over here, over here, over here. I'm over here sweating, doing the work, and I look over, and she's over here talking to some man. And I'm just like, and they don't say, but again, we're both the same person. So they don't even, it's so irritating because
how can you be so uniquely different in so many ways and they still don't see it? That's crazy. That's a drastic difference. Like, y'all are drastically different.
That is a drastic difference. And I tried to talk to the assistant supervisor, and I'm like, because he was wondering what was wrong with me, because he saw a change in my demeanor or behavior. And I was like, yeah, I feel drained. I told him I felt drained because I was like, I just told him, because one day we were working and he had instructions in our paperwork, and I had two people, her and somebody else, standing there acting like they didn't know what to do, and they waited for me to give them instruction. And I was like, that's part of the problem, is that they're waiting for me to do everything, but they know what needs to be done, and she's getting away with it, and it's draining, because all she does is this all day. She's very talkative, and she talks about everything and nothing at all. And she likes to talk about the men who like to get with her and call her beautiful where we work and stuff. And
can we do the job?
Yeah, and
like I don't care.
I'm just drained. I already don't like people talking to me all day long. I have a low social battery.
I know.
It's tiring, and I'm like, I can't. So I started just walking away, because I'm like, I can't. She's not doing anything, and she'll come and try to help, but she's also not taking initiative to do anything. So if I don't say, hey, you do this, then I'm tired of saying, hey, you do this.
Next time you have to say, hey, you do this, you just start punching her. Just start. No, she can't do that.
And like,
but it's like something needs like.
Yeah, and I support, and I automatically support women in what they're doing until they show otherwise. So when she got there, I was like, yeah.
I was joking about that.
She should be able to. We should both be able to learn as much as possible. We're both women. I'm rooting for both of us. But then I'm like, why? I'm like, why is she stuck to me? She's stuck to me all the time now. I'm like, I don't want her to be stuck to me though. So and I think it's coming off to her as like, I don't like her. And at first I was like, oh, that's not fair. But I don't really care anymore, because I think she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And she's also kind of fake as well.
Yeah.
So I don't.
You don't have to like her.
I don't have
and
to.
Who cares? Yeah, like you
but
don't have to like
they think because
anybody.
we're both women, it's just gonna be all right. It's not all right though. I don't want her around me anymore. I don't want her
I'm
around
sorry.
me anymore.
No, because I do get it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
I would be. You know what? I think you handle it well, because I probably, just knowing me, I just be snappy all the time, and that's not a good place to be. Because it's like I don't even like you for real.
Yeah.
You're always in my ear. You always in my butt. You act like you got retarded.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like she's
Yeah.
retarded. This is just from outside perspective.
Yeah.
You act dumb. Like we both here to do the same job. I'm not your boss. I'm not your mama. Do the job or get the freak away from me. Like, and I would be like, I'd probably be complaining even more, which they don't care. I'd be like, we are not the same people. Well, I don't even know how, because you got to be respectful.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you got me over here with Tweedledum,
Yeah.
and I'm just stuck here.
Yeah.
I'm stuck here, and I can't. I'm doing everything, getting paid the same, but I'm doing everything. What is the problem? Can somebody get her with a man? She would love that.
She would love that, actually.
Get her over there with him.
But because our assistant supervisor, she gives him a lot of attention. Like, she's always in his ear as well, and he thrives off of attention from women.
Yeah.
And so they become pretty close, because she's constantly talking to him. And so it's hard for him to even, because he doesn't see an issue. He's getting all the attention from her. But I'm like, can she work with you? Like,
yeah, put her with you.
And then he's like, well, I'm helping the both of y'all when y'all are together.
Put her with you.
No.
And you can take her in the back sometime for a little extra something.
No.
It seems like that she gonna do that.
Yeah.
So take her with you. Like, stop making you miserable. Put you with a dude. You work better with the men.
Yeah.
So put you with a dude.
And then,
There's a spider on the wall.
Oh.
Yes, a spider. That's the spider. Look at it. Look closely. But maybe you should leave it. It's little. I leave little spiders.
That doesn't look that little.
It's little enough. No, it's little. Yeah, I leave little ones because, anything.
I don't want to be here.
The camera cut off. This is what I hate about this camera. It cut off when I was... So, let's get into the next topic. So, I already told you, we're going to call this guy Randy. So, I met a guy named Randy. So, this guy named Randy, when I first saw him or whatever, he scared me. Because, I'm going to tell you why. He's real big for no reason. He's, I don't want to say I'm funny, but he's a white guy. He real big. He looked like a serial killer. So, and no, I don't mean to, like, but not everybody looks like a serial killer. He does. So, that's just the first instinct. I was like, oh my God, he's going to get me. So, I was like, and then he would be drawn towards me, and I'm like, oh my God, I got the serial killer's attention. So I'm thinking, this is not saying I don't feel comfortable with this, right? But I would be polite to him, and then he became less serial killer, like, to me as we talked. He seemed funny and stuff. So, yeah, shut up, baby. It's like, no. So so he seemed funny. I was like, okay, so he's all right, you know. And then he actually seemed sweet. And then he was talking about his divorce, and he had a kid, and he was talking about the divorce or whatever. And his this is anonymous, y'all. If anybody ever puts two and two together, it ain't my fault. I ain't saying no names. I ain't saying where we were at. I ain't saying none of that. I'm just sharing the story. So he was like, his wife, his ex-wife, accused him of headbutting her son 23 times. And then I was like, you couldn't have done that. Y'all have been knocked out by number 18. And we started laughing. And I was like, I just thought it was outrageous. But then in the back of my head, I was like, but did you? In my head, I never talked, but I was like, but did you? I was like, that's ridiculous. But did you? You seem like the type to headbutt somebody. I don't know about 23 times. It had to be like a few times each time, or one time for 23 times. But I feel like you did it. So anyways, but I let it go, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he became cool, whatever. And he was pretty funny. So then he, one day he asked me, he was like, well, because I was like, you know, we explained stuff. I said, I don't really speak to many people, whatever, blah, 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 to myself. He goes, well, you should take my number and whatever, whatever. So I kind of like brushed it off and talked over it, because no way, I'm not going to have a serial killer call me. So, I'm going to stop calling him a serial killer, because he's probably not. So, so he's like, I think he was salty of me not giving my number to him or whatever. But he was still nice and everything, pretty harmless. So we would still speak and whatever, make a little joke here and there. And then one day he walked past me and said, ooga booga. And I was like, what? You know, so I didn't say anything. He just walked by and he was laughing, saying, he said ooga booga when he walked by me. So I'm like, this nigga better not been talking to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I'm the only one here. So then, let's say, fast forward a couple weeks later, he walks by again, says ooga booga, and giggles. And I said, what is that from? He said, it's from like a show, like this show. Laughing to himself. A racist show? Like, I'm just thinking, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, I let it go again. So he's still trying to play it cool with me or whatever. And then he did it again. And I said, why do you say that to me? I said, don't say that to me. I said, that sounds all types of wrong. Don't talk to me. Like, don't say that to me. Well, okay. And walks off. So again, he's still being cool, but I'm salty. Because I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore. We're done. Like, 3 strikes. I gave you 3 strikes. Like, we're done. And you say it's from a show. I don't think it is. I think you're mad because this black queen did not want to give you her number. So now you're making monkey noises. You throwing bananas at me. Like, what is happening? Like, what is happening? First of all, if anybody was going to be the ape, it would not be me in the scenario. Just that. But, anyway, so fast forward. This person ends up, like, leaving this place where I used to see this person. And in the worst way. After the people had looked out for this person, he ended up just abruptly just leaving them in the worst way ever. And I thought that was so funny. But you know the funniest part of it? I was like, he did it. He headbutted that kid, man. That sold it to me. That right there was it. He headbutted that baby. Like, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Problem solved, case closed. You headbutted the baby.
Which is the craziest thing.
It is the craziest thing.
Because it hurts you, too.
Yeah.
To headbutt somebody.
Yeah.
So to do it multiple times means you're actually...
And it's a kid. Like a teenage kid. Why did she stay with him?
Who would even think to headbutt, though?
I don't
know.
That
also makes you crazy.
That also makes you crazy. But who walks past someone and says ooga booga when they just were trying to get in their butt, you know?
He's
So
off.
I'm glad that that person just left the way they did. But it was no to my number all the way. No, never ever ever. I wouldn't even be speaking to you. I wasn't forced to. Like, literally. And but now when he became funny, it was less of a force. Like, I'll speak then. But in real everyday life, we would never interact.
Yeah.
Like, that would never be a thing. And that's why I think it's so funny when people get the galls to just act crazy or talk to you crazy or think they can. When I would never speak to you. Never ever would you even be on my radar.
True. I told somebody recently that 90% of the time I'm faking my interactions.
Yeah, and that sucks.
And
sucks.
And I think they took it a little
harshly,
because they've been talking to me less, but I just decided to come out with it. I said I'm really good at faking it, and they said, "Oh yeah, you really are, because you really seem into it when people are talking to you." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, because I don't want to come off like rude, but like." I was like, a lot of times I'm not even actively listening. I was like, I've learned how to like pick out pieces of information. And recently, my mask has been slipping. So recently they've been catching me.
Because you fed up, you get fed up.
Recently they've been catching me not listening, and I haven't been as good at it. And
it's something.
Probably. But yeah, I'm really good. I was like, because I'm really not a person who interacts, especially with people. Like the people that are around us, I don't really hang out with people like this. And so, but I know I have to be at work. When you have to work with people, you have to exercise some social skills. But I'm like, yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah, I'm like 90% of the time. And I told him, I was like, I'm actually okay being left alone.
Yeah. But why do people not get that?
Yeah.
I work best alone. I work best by myself. That's why I try to do things that I can be by myself.
Yeah.
But people act like it's a problem.
Yeah,
like,
and they're not like that, and they don't understand it, and they're like, nah, that can't be it. And they try to like force you, and it's like, alright, and I don't mind talking to people. I'm not a person that like would be like, get away from me, but I also don't really care if you talk to me. And I think that really irritates some people.
But you're like, more so, because you really at it. Because I'll still speak and I still talk more to you.
Yeah.
You that's just who you are.
Yeah. Well, if they come to me, I'm not going to ignore them. But I don't seek out people to talk to.
Right.
Like, I just don't walk up to people usually and just talk. That's just not me. If they say something to me, then I'll respond. Or if they've talked to me multiple times and we've built like a rapport, a relationship, then I might be like, oh hey, what's up? But I'm not gonna go over there and be like, oh, what you doing for the weekend? I'm really.
Yeah, suddenly I will do that. The other day I did it because I just wanted somebody to talk to, and I think I ran somebody off. I think he thinks I'm crazy. But yeah, I mean, I felt like talking, so. Yeah.
But I'm good at faking it. I'm good at faking it for a long time. But I just feel like I just feel like telling this
Why should you have to fake it though, too? That's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, I just feel like kind of being honest.
It's still on. I was trying to see, I think wait a minute. No, you go ahead.
I just felt like being honest, and I'm like, you guys are disturbing me.
I think I know why I cut off the last time. I have it on a certain setting.
Like, I was like, you guys are draining me.
It's not fun to be drained. It's not cool, and it's not nice. And I think it's very disrespectful when you know you're draining somebody.
Yeah, because I feel like because I brought up the fact that how people should know how to read the room and read body language. Sometimes I really feel like people are ignoring your
They're ignoring this. Yeah, they are. Because they want to be comfortable. They want to talk. They want to.
That's not fair, though, because if I'm talking to somebody and they're giving me the...
First of all, I'm not a pest. I'm not a rodent. I'm not your dog. You're not about to sit here and act like I'm a problem. So I take it offensively. I'm like, oh, you don't want to talk? All right, bye. You know, I get offended by it. Like, if I get... Like, the guy I ran off the other day, I was like, dang, nigga, like... The freak? I don't even like you. I just wanted to talk to somebody. But it's like, yeah, I know what I'm saying probably is crazy. But it's like...
But to sit up there and just, like, force...
But I let him run off.
Yeah.
I didn't try to go back to him or whatever. Yeah. I let him run off because he was running away.
Yeah. And also, people have nothing to talk... Like, talking to you is interesting, but the average person has nothing to talk about. Nothing interesting to talk about.
I've noticed that. I also noticed that it's the same thing. It's like it's scripted.
Yeah, it is scripted. Also, and with men, I don't know what women they're hanging out with in their personal lives, but men a lot of times feel like you love to talk crap about other people because they're sassy and they talk a lot of crap behind people's back.
Yeah.
And also, they think you like to talk about, it was like, it's football. Some women might like football, but it's like football.
You just reminded me of something. I'm so sorry. I gotta say this, y'all. She said they love to talk crap, but the men I'm around, they do. You know, women don't.
Yeah.
The men do. They constantly talk about people. You know, the other day, funniest thing happened. The dude that's always trying to be funny. He's only thing we talk about is him talking about other people. So he was like, you know the lady with the real big head and big butt? And I was like, no, I don't know the lady with the big head and big butt. He said, yeah, you do. She got a real big head like she about to fall over. And I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about, whatever. He's like, the big butt and the big head. So I'm like, I'm just thinking, I'm like, who has that type of shape? Wouldn't I notice that? So we're talking and he go, there she go over there. I was like, oh man, her head is big. And I never really thought about her head being that big until he now I noticed the butt. But I was like, oh man, so now I'm like, is she gonna fall over? Cause now he got me like thinking funny. I'm like, this guy is crazy. Like this guy is I look at this lady every day. Almost, not every day. I'm exaggerating. Whenever I see her, I see her. And I never thought about, now when I first saw her, I did say, dang, her head kinda, you know. But I didn't, but it was a fleeting thought. I didn't really.
They are the worst with it.
They are the worst.
They are the worst with it.
But what is he saying about me?
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god. That's what makes it so hard for me for me to even be a little bit nice to them, because I'm like, I know you. And I'm just understanding it. I'm just like, it was eating at me so much that I was just like, I know you.
I don't care. Because this is nature. I get it.
Yeah. But it's like, you smiling in my
smiling all up in my face, trying to talk and all this stuff. He loved trying to compliment me and everything. Tell me how beautiful.
That's why I watch what I tell people. I told them, the couple people I know, I was like, that's why I don't tell you anything that I don't want somebody else to know.
Yeah.
Because I know somebody else is going to know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's so dumb though, because when people tell me stuff, especially because they can tell me stuff and they can say don't tell anybody, and I will not tell anybody because you told me not to tell anybody.
Yeah.
But if I say some juicy information or something and I'm like, don't tell anybody,
you gonna run.
Later.
You gonna run with my name. You gonna give them my social while you telling them. You gonna give them what color drawers I got on. You gonna tell all that.
Yeah, and it's just
that is crazy.
I'm just not the type of person to like the gossip like that. So, but it's just like, it's crazy because they trust me with information because they know that they can, because they've never heard the information.
Same. Yeah.
But I can't trust them with crap. They can't hold water.
But I don't even care. Like I'm so weird. Like again, people be like moving silence. No, I'm gonna do what I want to do. If I want to shout my business, if I want to shut up, I don't care. I'm gonna do it. And be like, well, people gonna have something to say. Okay, people gonna have something to say if I don't. People make stuff up about me when they don't know me. People always gonna have something to say. So,
oh my god, I was talking to this guy, and a dude came in for the next shift, and he went, "What up, bruh?" So the dude was walking. He talked to him first. He said, "What up, bruh?" And he said, "Hey, what's up?" 2 seconds later, he goes with his steak egg. I had whiplash because you talked to him first.
So freaking funny.
You talked to him
That is
first.
epically funny.
I thought y'all were cool. 2 seconds. The dude wasn't even.
Oh my. That is some bitch stuff if I ever heard it in my life. That's some you know, they love to say women are certain types of ways, right? They love to. The projection is great. Because I'm seeing this crap with my own 2 eyes too. Like, I'm around too many dudes. Even all my life, like, dudes be talking. And not all dudes talk. That's not what I'm saying. Because I have a lot of family members that don't talk because they real dudes. And then I have friends that don't talk because they real dudes. But then it's them dudes that be talking. I got some friends that do acquaintances. Gossip a lot.
Crazy.
A lot about they boys. So y'all think y'all boys tough. Y'all are not as tough as y'all think y'all are. And they love to go back and tell women what you said because they think that's going to get them something. So check your boys. You think you talking about some girl and you is in confidence. He going right back and telling her that. And now she looking at you sideways. Why she acting funny now. Because he told her. And she not going to tell you because we keep our mouth shut. That's crazy.
Oh, the same kind of, speaking of that, the same dude, the new girl, this guy liked her and made a comment about how he wanted to get at her.
Mm-hmm.
He told her that he wanted to get at her. He didn't want him to do that though.
Of course not.
He DMs her on Instagram 5 days ago. She reads it and ignores it. And then he's smiling in his face or whatever. Coming laughing at us. He was laughing at us today about how she had him on red for 5 days now. And she has to see him face to face. And how, and so he's thinking that they're friends. He told him, he was like, man, she left me on red. I don't know. He was like, I don't know what to do about that, man. What you think, man? She left me on red. Comes and tells her that he's.
You gotta love it. This crap is. Oh my god.
The three of us laughing about this guy's misfortune of being left on red. And it's funny because it's literally a minute. He went to go talk to him, and a minute later.
That's how they do.
I learned that he's been left on red for 5 days. I learned that he's kind of feeling some type of way about it.
Then now everybody knows this is how it happens.
And then he goes, then y'all cooking him. He goes, I know y'all got a nickname for him. What's y'all nickname for him? And I was like, oh, I don't really have a nickname for him. And she goes, 2 apples tall.
Ouch, my hair.
Cause he's short. Oh my god.
2 apples tall. She hit the hit Hello Kitty.
Oh my god.
I can't.
So then he's laughing. And I'm like, this is terrible.
This is terrible.
This is supposed to be one of his boys. Oh my.
Your boys ain't your boys. People want to talk about your girls ain't your girl. Your boys ain't your boys. Girls are more loyal a lot of times. Not all the time. These hoes ain't loyal. These niggas ain't loyal. Ain't nobody. Let me stop. But this is so funny. So funny. It's so real. But I'm not going to talk my daughter. She over there cracking up. I'm not going to talk my daughter head off. I got to get out of here. But all right, y'all. I'll see y'all at home. Thanks, Lex, for the chat.
That was funny.
That is so funny.
I was dying laughing because when she said he DM'd her.
That dudes really just be telling us everything. And the fact that they're just so funny when they say stuff. Dudes are cool. I'm never going to lie. Like, I love dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I be talking my little, but I be talking real stuff. I don't be talking no figure. I'm not a hateful mother freaker. But they're funny. I just think they're so delightful when they're funny. Now, I don't think they're delightful when they dogging women out, but I think that they are really funny. I think they're really awesome. It's just so funny. It's such a, like, difference in, because they could be dogging people out being terrible, but then they just so great at the same time. It's so weird. But anyway, all right. To leave my daughter's house, but I just thought it was like, because we were still talking. It's like, it was good conversations, and then she just triggered something that made me remember something else. You know how we were talking about how men talk to women, try to talk to women even though they got wives and a bunch of kids. I used to tell women. I've told women in the past about their men. They would get mad at me. So now I don't tell nobody nothing. Because it's like, or they would think I was lying. Or they would think I did something. I'm literally coming to you, telling you, trying to look out for you. They never last. These hoes don't want to be saved. They don't want help. They like this.
Yeah.
So I don't tell nobody nothing. Even if I feel really bad for them inside, I don't, because why feel bad for them? They don't feel bad for themselves. They like it.
They like it.
They love it. But anyway, I'm going home now. But all right.